Hello, everyone. This is Dagmar, your spiritual healer and teacher. And I want to share just a few words with you of thoughts I had. So, a lot of us are struggling with, self-doubt and lack of self-confidence. And sometimes, feeling like we're not enough or not good enough. And I'm particularly talking to the healers and the light warriors out there, because the healers and light warriors usually experience a lot more pain than the average person. And the reason being because they're out there always fighting those spiritual wars, right? Or trying to help people. And in past lifetimes, I know from personal experience, a lot of us have experienced persecutions in our past lives for our divine gifts, for using our divine gifts and for trying to help. And, like, for example, look at all the quote unquote witches that were burned on the stake by the Catholic Church, right? And so we accumulate a lot of pain over all these lifetimes or have, and we carry that over into this life, and it creates blocks for us, and it creates our self-doubt and lack of self-confidence, and it creates fears, and it creates blocks from why we're too afraid, say, to get out there into the limelight and be seen, or it prevents us from acquiring the sufficient amount of clients we need in our business to make it as a business, or to attract, the right kind of clients, or it's preventing us from making the money we need, again, to sustain in our business, in our spiritual business. And so it prevents us quite a bit from a lot of different things, including speaking our truth, for example. And it's probably preventing you right now from, stepping out and actually helping others. And it keeps us stuck on this treadmill of constantly rehashing the same old issues and reliving the same old problems. But the interesting part is, we come into this life forgetting all of that, forgetting where we've been, what we've lived, how we've lived, who we've been, and what we've done to others, and also what's been done to us. We forget all of it. And the reason we forget is really a soul reason. And it's because as a soul, we're interested in learning as a soul. And so when we create these limitations for ourselves, when we forget who we are, and we forget how powerful we are or what we're capable of, and we create these limitations, and that allows us to learn certain lessons. And so that's why we forget. So what have you come here to learn, right? I believe that in this particular lifetime, a lot of us have come here to actually learn self-love and self-acceptance. And perhaps that's why there is so many gender issues coming up, because, when we want to change our gender, it's all about not wanting to accept ourselves. And, any change in our appearance artificially done is about not accepting ourselves. So we either do the internal work or we want to do the external work, right? But I also believe that in this particular lifetime, that it's important for us to remember, and particularly because we're in such crossroads right now between 3D and 5D. Well, not all of us are going to make it into 5D. Some of us will stay in the 3D. And I believe that remembering is really the key to how you will create your future, whether you will create it in the 5D way or a 3D way. And I think there's a lot of people who are not going to remember, and they're going to remain in the 3D. And I think it's very key for us to remember, those of us who want to move up into the 5D, that we need to remember who we are. We need to remember our past, our history, and we need to remember the purity of our light. And there is a reason why we need to remember all that. And I will talk more about that next Tuesday, May 24th, here in this group, Healers Change the World. If you haven't joined our group yet, I'll leave the link below. You're welcome to join. It's a free group. And the talk I'll be giving on Tuesday, May 24th, will be a free talk, about roughly 30 minutes of your time. And I will talk about the spiritual remembrance, why remembering is the key to how you're going to create your future. So I hope you join me for that. And there will be also a prize to win. And, for your participation, there will be a prize question during the talk at some point. And so if you can answer that question in comments, you will be entered into a drawing and can win a prize. And I will let you know in the talk what the prize is. And so I hope you can join us. And on that note, I wish you a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.